So where we left off last time, we kind of left on the opposite of a cliffhanger. We left on me explaining the rules to a board game. um, but yeah, so narratively, kind of where we left off is that I am pretty sure that Gil is going looking for a wand or a magical item that can freeze water, so that you can have something to help you with the like swamp section of the race. And then while that was happening, oh, and I think that Z was going to go with you to help you identify good magic items. And then while that was happening, Ozzy went and asked about the rules, kind of around the bookie house, and rolled a surprisingly good persuasion roll, so that people do think you know what you're talking about, and that you're just like chatting about glorious, glorious Dungeon Brawl games of the past.
Just nonchalantly.
Totally. So I think we're probably going to pick up with Z and Gil, who you now find yourselves. Let me just double check my map here. So you think the best place to look for something like this would be in the curio market, which is kind of to the top left, and this is kind of where people are selling like magic items and stuff.
Cool.
Go ahead and just make and you guys can both make investigation rolls.
You ready for this? Read it and we.
Hey.
8. 5 plus 3.
A natural 5.
That's
Okay. I also got an 8, so
incredible. Dang it.
All right, well, you guys are poking around, and like, presumably people figure out what you're asking for, and they're kind of pointing you in the right directions. But it's pretty clear that you guys are kind of green, and you don't really know exactly what you're looking for. But you end up winding your way to a cart that's selling wands and staves.
okay.
And you make your way there, and when you explain what you're looking for, the woman who is running the cart says, "Yes, I have a couple things," and starts like rummaging around in like some like drawers and boxes and stuff. So she pulls out a couple things here. Pull this up.
As we're doing this, I just want to make sure that I'm not sharing my name. Because I think Gil is feeling a little nervous about being in a public place.
Okay, well, she says this is the Icebind wand, and she kind of pulls out like it's just kind of like a standard like piece of wood. It's just like a little like crooked. It's got some kind of like runes on it. Looks kind of old. She like blows like some dust off of it. She's like, this is your most kind of straightforward ice wand. She's like, pointed at a body of water, and it freezes it. She says it's a little slippery, kind of hard to hold on to. And it's got I think 10 charges. It's like, I think it's got 10 charges. I don't think anyone's used it since the last time I checked. Once it's out of charges, it's done. Just a piece of wood after that. And she kind of lays it down and says, "So you could go with that, but there's something. It's 150 gold for the Icebind. But there's if you're you look like you're kind of you look like you might be getting into a tussle. The Icebind one. It's not gonna really like. It's not gonna scare any monsters away or something. It's just gonna freeze water. You look like you might need something with a little more gumption to it.
A little pizzazz.
Yeah, exactly. She kind of rummages around in like a big barrel in the back, and she pulls out a much larger thing. It's more kind of like a scepter, probably like a foot or two tall. And there's kind of like a glacial like crystal that's kind of at the top of it that does kind of like glow like lightly. And it's kind of like with like a foggy like blue luminescence. And she says, we call this the Frostburn. And she kind of like lays it down. And you can tell she's like a lot more excited about it. She's like, it shoots icy magic. She says it'll kill goblins and other little creatures like that.
Does it have charges, or is it naturally magic?
And she says, "Oh, it does have charges." And she kind of like looks like she's like reading like the fine print on like the runes, and she's like five charges, and I think then it's out.
Can it be recharged?
She's like, probably. I don't know how. And she's like, I have one more thing in my rare collection, but I don't. She kind of like looks the two of you up and down. She's like, I don't know if that's something that you'd be interested in.
What is it?
He says, "Well, I don't even want to get you excited because it's one of my more rare items." And she kind of like pulls out a little chest and like opens it up, and then she takes out another wand, and this one you can tell it's much nicer. This one's like it's very thin. It's like a very very kind of like narrow, almost just like a long rod, and it's very dark. But it has like a little tiny like little band of almost like ethereal ice that like runs kind of like through and like around it. And then at the end it's just kind of like a little point of like crystal light. She says, "I picked this up a long time ago," she says, "from a sailor who had found it somewhere far up north in some reaches of the Northern Isles." She says, he called it the Frostwarp wand, but the person he got it from said they called it Doom Path. She says,
Wow.
I've used it. I've used it once or twice before." She says it's a teleportation wand. It can teleport you about 50, 60 feet in any direction you want. But the person who gave it to me said it's not always reliable. However, she says it recharges every day. She says I most of the time I did have someone test it for me, and they said most of the time that you could get about 5 uses out of it every single day.
Wow, that is. You see, Z14's like, oh my.
How much is the Doom Path?
She kind of like eyes you guys up and down. She says, I could part with it for 1,800 gold pieces. She says, "There's only one of these that I've ever heard of in the whole world, and it's not runic magic on this one. It's something older."
Ooh.
And how much is the Frostburn?
420. So the cheap one's 150. The middle one's 420, and then this one is 1,800 gold.
All right. I don't have a lot of money currently because I don't feel like stealing the other, or like that I really owe or get a lot of the money from you guys because I just feel so new to it.
Take as much as you need.
Didn't you get paid like when we got the money from the vampire?
I know. Yeah, you said that I got whatever that was, like 2,000 gold coins, something like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. But Gil's feeling guilty, so she's trying to make it on her own. So, anyways, she rummages through and she pulls out 150 gold points, and she's like, "Okay, maybe I'll be back for those other wands, but I'll take the cheap one."
Gil, no.
Z14's looking very confused and is like, "Is that the one you want?"
I think it will do.
And then I pull out like my big pouch. I'm like, "We have more money." This like this pouch of like 5,000 gold.
Yeah, as soon as you take out your pouch, the woman immediately realizes she should have asked for way more money.
Yeah.
You like definitely see this look on her face of like, oh, I should have asked for a lot more.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine, Z. All I need to do is freeze the water. It'll be fine.
Okay then. Puts it away.
This is the way the Icebind Wand works. It can freeze a 20-foot square area of water once per charge, making it solid enough to walk on and support up to 1,000 pounds.
How much is a horse? A horse is...
Great question.
I mean, luckily I'm pretty lightweight, but...
Between 900 and 1,200 pounds, a fast Google search says.
Dang.
It'll be
That's
close.
fine. It'll be close.
We'll see.
However, there is the freezing effect has a 10% chance. So every time you cast it, you have to roll a d10, and on the roll of 1, it causes you to lose grip on the wand and accidentally drop the wand, which can then become encased in the very ice that it's freezing, requiring a DC 15 strength check to break free.
Wow.
That's
Incredible.
hilarious. I love it. I love magic.
So there's a 10% chance that it becomes slippery when casting. Like when you cast it, it kind of like jolts, and also like there's ice all over it, so it kind of gets slippery and hard to hold on to. The frozen area will stay frozen for an hour before gradually thawing. So like after an hour, then it just melts at the normal rate of ice. But for basically an hour, it stays kind of magically frozen. And yeah, it has 10 charges.
You say 20 square foot radius?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it just requires an action to use. So you can like use all the charges like, back to back. Like you could just like be running like and just like make like a path of ice or something.
Pretty sick.
And I would also argue that if you wanted it to be like, if you were to like double cast on the same area, I'd be fine making it like stronger ice. But you think you'll probably be fine if you're riding fast on a horse. You think it's like you might crack the ice as you ride over it, but you probably won't like go all the way through kind of thing. So
yeah,
it's not like you're trying to freeze like a lake,
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Cool. Great. I'm feeling very accomplished.
Amazing. The sun is setting over the Giant's Table. There's still obviously a fair amount going on, but probably about like half the people are drifting back towards their own tents to sleep for the night. Do you guys have any other business you want to accomplish before resting?
I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'm good too.
Me too.
Okay. You make your way back to the Sparrow. It's been uneventful. Clara has been there all day and says lots of people have like poked around him and like looking up at the ship and like stuff like that, but like nothing bad has happened. Great. The sun rises early the next day over a beautiful spring morning, and you can hear like the trumpets calling. The workout regime is happening, I presume. All of your halfling hirelings, like they all show up because they're all really down for this.
Yeah, so excited.
I'm so stoked about
and this big suit of armor. I'm like, a flexible muscle is a strong muscle.
Amazing. And after the morning routine, you do know that you have to report to the race grounds pretty early. So is there anything you want to prepare before you head over to the dire race?
I am, I guess, just gonna get my things in order, make sure everything's tight, check my nerves, and head over. Not really much else to do.
Great.
Did we decide
actually, I'm gonna write a letter to my folks. Put it in my
right. Your last will and testament.
Yeah, just in case.
and presumably you're bringing, you're probably not bringing like your pack with you and stuff. You're bringing like the wand, probably the trick rope that Z gave you. Are you bringing like a weapon with you, like a sword or something?
Yeah, I probably will bring my. I have a little short sword. If I could bring my lance, honestly, I'm better with my lance than with a short sword.
You probably can bring your lance. Yeah.
Okay, I'll bring them both.
I have not been told explicitly that you can't bring weapons with you, so.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay. You make your way over. I would say that probably half of your crew are kind of interested in going as well and seeing how this goes. And it's kind of the main event one of the main events of the morning. So The crowd kind of makes their way over to the kind of the quarter of a mile walk over to this area. All right, hold on. We're gonna share my screen here. Love when you guys get up into mischief that I never thought I'd get to do. All right, here we go.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
So here's the race area, yeah. So one of the, I guess the first, as you show up here, you see that the all of these little like posts around here, there is like a kind of a shimmering like invisible wall of force that is surrounding the entire area. There's kind of a big banner where like contestants can check in, and you see like there's a table there with the kind of like the guy you signed in earlier who's kind of like checking in people and their horses and stuff, and showing there's already probably like 4 or 5 riders that are kind of behind the starting line. So this yellow area down here is just like normal seating. It's just like big like bleacher seating essentially, and it's free. But there is a sign that says if you'd like to, that you can purchase prime seating. There's kind of this area in the middle that's like kind of like a raised up area, where you can see the whole track and also be closer to the whole track distance wise. I don't know if you guys are planning on magically interfering with the race, but if you were planning on magically interfering with the race, the prime seating would definitely allow you to kind of follow the riders around the race if you were thus inclined. The prime seating is 30 gold pieces a person for admission.
I think Z and Astrogard are gonna want to be in the prime seating. I don't know about Azimo and Sinjin or anybody.
Basically, there's not like big posters saying like no magical interference allowed. You do get the sense from just being around like the bookie house and other things like that, and also just kind of based off the rules of the Dungeon Brawl, that like if you use magic and you can kind of get away with it, then like it's probably fine. And if you use like magical items and stuff, that seems to be okay. But like disrupting the proceedings, like casting like a fireball into the midst of the ring would probably get you kicked out or killed or something by the people in charge. Yeah. But it's definitely like the whole vibe of the entire kind of like Dungeon Brawl festival is much less like here's an explicit list of rules, and it's a little bit more like a Jabba the Hutt situation. That's like if you did something that people thought that like the Frost Giant who runs the whole thing thinks is cool, then like you're probably fine. But if you do something that makes them angry, then they might just kill you.
Okay. Okay, so
right.
I'm gonna get registered and gonna get in my position, and I'm gonna, before I leave Z and Azimo, I'm gonna say, all right, I'm gonna prove to you guys that your trust is well founded in me, and that I'm worthy of being a part of the Heroes of Time.
We like look at you, and then we're like, or Z14's like, just don't die. Like, you don't need to win. It's just a fun morning, Don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I'm gonna prove myself worthy. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, just what you said. Amazing. Are you guys paying for priority seating then?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll say
so that'll be.
We'll say the core 5.
The core 4, right? It's just 4, I think.
Oh, and Sinjin.
Yeah. So 4, I think, in all. So we'll put you down 100. I'm gonna mark 120 gold then off of your.
Thank you.
Very large bank of gold. You are currently at 21,029.
That hurts.
It doesn't take long for people to kind of assemble. David, I'm gonna have you make. So all these riders are kind of jostling for position, obviously, trying to be green as you.
Yeah, great.
Would you like to try to get near the front of the line?
I would. Yes.
I would allow you to make either an intimidation or a persuasion roll or something else to see if you can do that.
I think
you could also get creative with your problem solving if you want to explain to me a different way that you'd like to do that.
Well, I think stealth would be best. So I wonder if like I can
Okay.
put myself
Yeah.
behind the front line, but like right on the edge, so that I could try to like maybe on that corner,
Get like a jump start,
get like a jump
or
start in
something.
front of them.
Cool. Yeah, go ahead and make a stealth roll.
Actually, persuasion's a lot better. I'm gonna do stealth.
Okay.
Natural 20.
No way!
Whoa!
I'm gonna say that you basically go unnoticed. Like there's kind of like these two people here are like bickering about their position, and you kind of unnoticed just kind of like slide up to the side.
Nice.
Okay, perfect.
Just a
Yep.
like a question about how this is gonna function. First of all, I'm like so stoked about this. Like my heart's racing a little bit because I'm so it's very cool. Anyways, yeah, how is it gonna function like as far as the race goes?
I think I'm gonna
Mechanically,
kind
I
of have
think.
us feel us out as we go.
Cool.
Basically, each of these, I will say this, each of these sections represents like the normal move speed of your horse to just kind of keep it simple.
Yeah.
So essentially, like each of these areas is almost kind of counted as like one like spot. So you're kind of just going to be like moving from like area to area, almost a little bit more like a board game. And then depending on how well you roll, primarily for animal handling, is going to determine how fast you'll be able to ride.
Okay.
How's your animal handling?
Not great. There should be a bonus because I have it as a, my one of my features is that I'm a whatever mounted rider, and I should have made a bonus for that, but I didn't. So there you go.
You can
As
do
a-
that when
as-
you level up, you know.
As a bard, you get like a +1 to all skills.
Isn't he a rogue?
Just across the board.
I'm not a bard.
Oh, that's right, you're a rogue. Yeah,
Yep.
Never mind then. Never mind then.
Gonna have
Alrighty,
to
here we go.
increase that
So
let's do it.
one.
the sun comes up like goes and kind of like crests the area and see like some long shadows, kind of like spray across the stadium as the sun finally comes up over some trees. And you see the giant who up to this point you have only heard the name of Ginter Silvereye.
Ooh,
And for the
finally
first
seen
time
him.
you see Ginter Silvereye, there's basically like a huge like thunder clap, and there's like a cloud of fog just like appears at kind of this like pedestal area in the middle of the seating, and then like clears, and you see this cloud giant that's standing there.
Whoa.
They are quite tall. They're probably like 50 feet tall, maybe. Bigger than any giant you guys have seen before. You guys have spent some time with frost giants across the mountain range, and you spent some time with like a hill giant. You spent some time in a hill giant's pouch, but you've never seen a giant this large before, or this like beautiful and kind of like noble looking.
Ooh.
You notice that they do, when they like look around, you see that one of their eyes is not an organic eye, but is actually like a sparkling eye of glass. They kind of just like look about them and kind of like smile, and there's like lots of applause. Like people are like cheering and like shouting and like super into it. And they just kind of like lift up a hand like this and then like sit down in like a big chair and kind of like look over at the starting line. There's a little like guy who goes like like running out like a halfling that goes running out onto the start area with like a flag. And is kind of like waving it like back and forth like this, and then like runs over to like the side area and is like, when I drop the flag, like it's time to go. And they're kind of like waiting there like with their flag and like looking up at Ginter, who's sitting up at the top. And then like Ginter makes a small imperceptible movement and the flag drops. And the riders spur their horses. Go ahead and make your first animal handling roll.
Hey. Here we go. 13.
13.
Not bad.
Okay. Off to a pretty good start. Okay, hold on. I have to reference some of my charts here. Okay, great. You kick your horse forward, and you've got yourself at a pretty favorable location. You kind of like sneak your way ahead of most of the riders, and with a 13, you're able to move 2 spaces ahead.
Nice.
Which is pretty good. I am trying to. I'm doing some fast management with the rest of the riders here.
Yeah.
One rider spurs their way all the way forward and kind of like catches an early lead. Actually, you quickly realize when the racing flag goes down that some of these people are pretty good horse riders.
Yeah.
3 of them like kind of like leap up and like pass you quickly, and you're kind of like pushing your horse forward. Remind me your horse's name again.
His name is Stellenos.
That's right, Stellenos.
Such a good
You're
name.
like, oh boy, like Stellenos, who in your estimation had always been, the fastest horse that you've ever ridden. You now are becoming a little worried that there might be some horses that are a little faster than Stellenos. Great. As you go bouncing over this area, you see this area is basically like a tightly woven like mesh. And you can hear as you go prancing over that there are wolves underneath that have not yet been released. Go ahead and make another animal handling roll.
Okay, great. I do have some things that I want to do eventually, but I don't think I'm going to pull them out yet.
Can, at any time you want to do something, just let me know. I'm just going to kind of assume otherwise that you'll just continue riding as fast as humanly possible.
Yeah.
But you'll ever let me know if you ever want to do something different.
Okay.
Likewise, the same goes for Justin and Austin as well.
17.
A 17.
Let's go.
Nice.
Amazing. Okay, so you go riding up to this ditch. Give me another one real fast as you hit the ditch.
14.
Hey, Ian.
A beautiful. Yeah.
I'm gonna bend some luck here.
Nice.
Just because I'm stressed about the ditch, so I'm gonna add an extra 3 to that roll.
Nice. So the 14 becomes a 17?
17, yeah.
Beautiful. So you're on 2 before. You move maximum speed. You get clear all the way through to space number 5, which is great. So you feel Stellenos is like driven on by the competition, and at a burst of speed, busts their way through. A horse behind you like misses their footing in the ditch and goes down, and like another one is kind of like slowed down, but one rider is able to clear it and goes riding into this section, which is the spinning paddles. So this is like, if you can imagine like a bunch of poles that then have like rods on them that when you hit them just like spin around.
Amazing.
And so the way this works is when you are just riding through it, it's very good to be in first, because when you're riding through it, it doesn't affect you at all. But when other people are riding through it with you, they can hit stuff that can potentially knock you off your horse.
No.
This is great. I'm gonna, anyways. I'll wait till you catch up.
Okay, great. I'm gonna do some fast rider here. Oh, 2 more horses. Oh, that horse got squashed. 2 more horses fumbling in the ditch. And then let's see. This is where we end up like this. So a good turn for you and Stellenos. You've pulled ahead of the competition. Some bending luck has definitely happened.
Can I perceive when luck is bent? Can I feel that?
Not that. It doesn't specify.
I'll leave that up to Justin.
Ideally, it's imperceptible, and
okay, cool. Just interested to know.
Yeah.
You hear a loud like cranking sound behind you, and the crowd like bursts into like a big cheer, and you immediately hear like the growling and snapping of wolves as this grate gets lifted back, and these wolves come flying out. You hear the like shriek of an unlucky rider behind you as the wolves basically just like jump straight out and like tackle like somebody to the ground. And them and their horse are just like pulled to the ground immediately.
Scary.
By a
Go,
couple
Gil,
wolves.
go! I wish I was a bard and could like, give you bardic inspiration or something. I'm just
this would be a good time for bardic inspiration. Yeah.
I guess, yeah. Anyways, I'm excited.
One wolf actually like beelines it straight along the side, like for the ditch. And two others grab these riders back here.
No.
Crap.
And actually both are pulled down, like as they grab them and pull them to the ground.
David,
we're gonna leave this one here for a second, but
we were like, what a fun race. Oh my god.
Yeah, this wolf comes like leaping through the air and just like intersects with a rider like down in the ditch and just like fully knocks them off their horse. And they like smash off the wall of force and like hit the ground. Okay.
A lot closer than I thought they'd be.
Based off of your visual observation, well, I guess, do you look back?
No. I'm focusing forward.
Great. That's
I know there's wolves. Yeah.
That's probably the correct approach. Okay, go ahead and give me another animal handling roll then.
Okay, and during this section, I'm going to pull out my lance, and I'm going to try to lance the paddles in front of me to try to like create what do you call it? Turbulence behind me.
Nice. That's great.
Okay, I got a 13 for animal handling.
Nice, great. Okay, you gallop your way mostly through the spinning paddles, and sure enough, yeah, you're like like knocking a bunch of them. As you ride through this section, there is like a spinning paddle that comes swinging towards you, and you have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 21.
Oh, amazing!
He is a rogue.
15 plus 6.
Let's go.
Nice. You slip to the side very agilely, and you are fine. Making it through and creating quite a disturbance for the riders who are behind you.
Nice.
This rider gallops their way up here and does manage to dodge your swings. Unfortunately, this rider definitely seems to be the one at the front of the pack. They're quite experienced, riding a fast horse, like dressed pretty well. They seem to know what they're doing. These two back here make it through. We're gonna have them make some rolls here. This front one is fine, but this back one, sure enough, because of the disturbances you make, like they come riding through and just get smacked by one of these paddles, and it doesn't fully knock them from their horse, but they like the horse kind of like goes off to the side, and they're like struggling to like pull themselves back onto their horse. These two, terrified by the wolves, their horses now start basically riding themselves, whether the riders want to or not. This one comes up like right next to you and is like ducking and dodging through. This rider just gets fully knocked from their horse. They come like they're riding through really fast. He's like looking behind him to like check the wolves, and just fully gets knocked off. Here we're gonna mark this. Well, we'll do a different color for them if they're in trouble.
David, would it be crazy if you like did ice behind you?
Maybe I was thinking about that.
There'd have to be water present, right? Or does it make a block of ice?
It doesn't make ice; it just freezes water.
Gotcha.
So start spitting on the ground behind you, and then.
I should have thought about that. I should have brought water with me.
This rider who's kind of like off to this, who like get knocked slightly off their horse, boom, gets attacked by another wolf.
Dadgummit, dude.
Are the wolves like eating the people they knock off their horses?
Yeah. So, like some of the people like are like putting up like a fight, like other people have like weapons with them and stuff. You see like this guy that got knocked against the wall of force, like puts on a ring of invisibility and disappears.
Nice.
And then like the wolf is like looking around for him and stuff. You hear kind of like some kind of like a zapping sound from like the general bleachers, and it looks like one of the contestants who's like badly wounded like disappears, and a lot of the people in the crowd are like shouting and like pointing and being like trying to figure out like foul play, like someone like teleported them away or something. So there's kind of like various things happening, but yeah, there's not like the wolves are doing everything they can to kill and eat these people. Yeah.
Cool. Great.
Okay, it's back up to you, David.
Okay, great. I can't wait. Okay, I'm going to. One of the things you can do on a horse is dash. So I'm going to try to use my dash ability, and you're supposed to just use your own personal dash. And if it does it, you're supposed to be able to double your speed on the horse.
Oh, okay. I've kind of just been counting everything as like a full speed. Like I've kind of just been assuming that every turn has been a dash, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if you wanted to try to do something else that was like a significant action, then I would like slow down your movement. So like if you're not doing anything, I'm just kind of assuming that you're dashing. But if you wanted to like, attack something with a short sword or something, then you would not be dashing and would have a chance of moving slightly slower.
That makes sense. Okay. Well, then I'm just going to dash again. Dash away, dash away.
Ride for the hills.
Boom.
19!
Dude, what?
I've had, I can't talk about it.
That propels you 3 spaces.
You can't talk about it. You just can't talk about it.
Oh man, but this rider who is keeping neck and neck with you continues to organically roll very well. Hold on, I need to check the hurdles real fast and see how difficult these are. They do get a little hung up on the hurdles. They clip kind of like one, and the horse kind of like gets off tempo a little bit.
Hey, can you describe what the hurdles are like to me?
I mean, they're basically just like a pole with like it's just like a fence that you have to jump over.
The horse has to jump over it. Is it possible for the horse to go underneath it?
No, like it's okay. Probably like, I don't know, like 4 feet off the ground, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, like a human could like duck underneath it, like relatively easily.
Yeah.
Definitely not a horse.
Okay.
The dire wolves continue their pursuit, and they're able to. The paddles are kind of situated to like hit riders, but like not be low enough to hit wolves. So the wolves basically are just like running underneath. The wolves, though, if they do knock someone off their horse, they do stay and try to like attack them for a minute. So it does give you like a little bit of time to
nice
to break a little bit.
Pretty rad, honestly.
This is so fun.
That's great.
I'm enjoying it. Okay. It's back up to you, David. You're kind of at like, you're not quite at the front of the race, but you see clear air ahead of you. The rider in front of you is kind of struggling with the hurdles a little bit. You don't sense the wolves too close behind you.
I'm not going to use the rope yet, so I guess I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep running.
Okay.
Should I do athletics check or anything to help my chances with hurdles, or does that matter?
So you're gonna make basically you're gonna make an animal handling check just to see how fast you're going, and then you will make an athletics check basically to see like how well you can you can go through the hurdles.
I gotta do.
Oh no!
Oh no!
At least it's not a 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so you hit the hurdles. Now make an athletics check to see how well you do on the first hurdle.
13.
Okay. So you make it like through the hurdles, but it just slows you down a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like you're on the other side of them, but it's like you really had to like work still enough to like get over it, and you kind of like lost some of your momentum a little bit.
Okay. And is the guy, you're gonna roll for the guy right now?
Uh-huh. He also is kind of thrown off. He only makes it to here. He's like through on the other side, but it's like that's as far as he goes.
Okay, great.
All right, these two back here make it to the hurdles. Let's see how they do. One does well, one does get slowed down. And then our person in the back who's getting very nervous.
Yeah.
Oh no, they only move 1.
Oh,
it does not bode well.
This...
All right, time for the wolves. This wolf actually moves past them.
Oh, interesting.
Has their eyes on the people in the front.
Shoot.
And then this wolf captures this guy. We're doing a roll. I've rolled to see how well they can defend against the wolves, and every single person has failed.
That's amazing.
Dang.
Yeah, and this person fails as well.
What?
The wolves are brutal. They're on one today.
They're catching up too.
This one in the back has like is the one who's still worried about the invisible person. They're just like still sniffing around. Yeah, there's a couple in the back that have kind of like lost interest. They're kind of like confused a little by the crowd, and kind of like there's also just like dead like horses and like blood and like now through the area, so they're just kind of like wandering through and like eating stuff. But the ones in the front are still pretty focused. Yeah. Okay, it's back up to you, David.
Okay. I would like to lasso. Actually, I'm just gonna get through the hurdles.
Great.
Okay, here we
Make
go.
an animal handling check.
11.
Can I bend luck on that one?
To add 4? Is that what it does?
Makes it a 12. I roll a d4 every time, so it's like...
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you can bend luck a little. It will get you into this next section of hurdles. So now make an athletics check, David.
16.
Nice. You get to the other side. If you fail the hurdles, you have like disadvantage on like your next like roll, essentially. And so now you do not have that. Okay, this rider goes chomping in. Oh, gets caught up on the hurdles though. They do make it through, but they are going to get disadvantage on their next roll. They enter into this section of the course, which is there is just a magical darkness spell that is filled like wall to wall, so it is just pitch 100% black. It's just like a fog of like black smoke essentially, and this rider just like disappears inside of it.
Is it possible for me to try to lasso him before he goes into the fog?
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead and make a dexterity attack. So you can add your just add your dexterity. I don't think you're probably proficient with lassos, so just add your straight dexterity modifier.
Okay. So to do the attack, I just roll the. I think I do this.
Just roll a d20 and add your dex modifier.
I got 8 with the modifier. But not great.
The rope goes like. Well, actually, no, I'll give you advantage because it's an enchanted rope. Like it has it's good at catching stuff.
11.
Yeah.
I'll say the rope like doesn't rope him. It like hits the back of his horse, and the guy kind of looks back at you like angry before he like disappears into the darkness. So now kind of like knows that you might be out to get him. This one goes through fumbles again on the next hurdles. Oh.
Cute.
Okay. Here come the wolves. Yeah, this wolf goes. The wolves just go under the hurdles, like sprint under them super fast, and like leap up and grab this horse on the haunches.
They're just
he
dropping
though is able
like
to.
flies.
As they come running forward, you see this rider has like an axe and like swings around and goes like and like hits the wolf with an axe.
They finally
Not enough
do
to like kill it, but like to knock the wolf back.
Yes.
Nice.
Someone finally did something. Okay, I'm gonna manage our back wolves here for a second. Oh, you're getting kind of lucky on the wolves in the back, honestly. Oh no, these ones have realized there's better things ahead. Okay, it is back up to you, David. You are heading towards the magical darkness.
Man, I wish I had.
But you are through the hurdles.
Okay, can I cast? I'm going to cast guidance on my horse. Is that okay?
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's lovely.
Oh.
So I cast guidance on my horse, so it gets a D4 to add to the number of one of its checks.
Okay, great. Go ahead and make an animal handling check.
Cool. I got an 8. And now, how do I do the +4? Hold a second. So I got a 12 with the +4.
Yes.
That was actually clutch. If it had stayed an 8, you would have only moved 1 space. But because it was a 12, you got to move 2. So you make it into the darkness. You hear that this other rider is not that far away from you. Their horse kind of got messed up on the hurdles, and they're kind of like a little bit lost in the darkness. So you think you're pretty close to them. You hear like a whinny though as another horse goes like barreling past you.
Incredible.
Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
I got a 21 or no 20.
Oh, amazing! You're able to hear them coming. You like steer your horse out of the way as this horse goes like kind of screeching past you.
Now I'm on the back of the line.
Hey, but you don't know how they're going to deal with this. You might be able to trap them in the ice in the swamp.
This guy like swung his axe, but then just like his horse just hits the hurdle, like, and he's like, and like he's like trying to like get it like over the top of the thing, and it's looking rough. This wolf actually slips past underneath the hurdles and is sniffing in the darkness. The axe guy got lucky, but if he just...
But now he's like surrounded.
He is surrounded. He's unlucky in that sense. Okay. It's back to you.
Okay. Am I able to... I can't see anything right now, right?
Yeah, you literally can't see anything, like not even the hand before your face.
Okay, I'm gonna do guidance again.
Okay,
for my
great.
horsey poo.
Lovely. Okay, go ahead and you have to make animal handling at a disadvantage because you are in the dark.
So what do I do for that?
You roll 2 dice and take the lower.
Oof. Okay. Oh no. Great. Can't wait.
What did you get?
I got a 3 the second time.
Oh.
Plus 2, so I got 5 total.
What did you roll on the first time?
9.
Oh, bummer. Okay, yeah, you only go 1 space in the darkness as it's very hard to navigate. Your horse is like, Stelanos is kind of freaking out a little bit. You can hear horses moving ahead of you.
Oh my
This
gosh.
guy goes here. Actually just rides past this wolf into the darkness. Okay. And here they come. You you actually hear a wolf clear you, like hear just like the growling of a wolf as it like goes past you. Sorry, were you gonna say something, Justin?
I was before this next wolf gets into that first square of darkness, I was wondering if I could cast sleep.
Yes.
And how sleep works is you pick a point, and within 20 feet of that point, it affects those creatures.
Oh, that's cool.
And so I guess I was just thinking when that first wolf goes into that square of darkness, I would like...
You were gonna try to cast sleep on it?
I was, but then I saw it running past him, so then I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll let that one go, and maybe I'll cast it on these next group of wolves.
Cool. I like the intention though. Okay, this rider gets dragged down. This wolf comes out and like the wolves can sniff and hear their way through the darkness pretty well, so just catches him right as he goes through. Okay, it's back to you, David. You're very unsure of what's going on. You're in the darkness. You feel like you're not riding that fast. You can hear someone like screaming ahead of you, and that's also disorienting.
Okay, there's a attack called... my horse can do an attack called Trampling Charge. So as I come out, I want to also be prepared for a Trampling Charge.
Nice. Okay, go ahead and you have to make it a disadvantage again because you're in the darkness, so make an animal handling.
Ian, how far away are Justin and I from like
probably like 100 feet.
I got a 5.
Okay. You do get out of the darkness, and you can try to like lance or attack this like wolf or something if you want.
Cool. I think I might have better luck with lance than the Trampling Charge.
Yeah, go ahead and just make an attack roll.
Okay. 20. 16 plus 4.
Nice.
You come like riding out of here, and this wolf is over like the top of this guy who's like on the ground, like trying to like crawl away from it, and you just like lance the dire wolf like through the side of the head. It's like and it just kind of like crumples over to the side, and is like, you don't think it's like totally dead, but it's like it's hurt enough that it's not gonna keep chasing you. It kind of like shrieks in pain and just like falls over. But this guy is both of them are ostensibly out of the race.
Oh man.
Let me know when
there's a big cheer from the crowd when that happens. People are really impressed as you lance down one of the wolves. All right, the first rider ahead of you.
I need to cast swamp on that guy.
Oh, hits the swamp.
Can I?
Yeah. When can Justin and I go?
What?
Can I use bend luck?
Yeah, you can go whenever. You guys can go whenever.
Can I use bend luck to take? It goes -4 on that guy's roll.
Sure. Yeah, he was gonna move 2 spaces through the swamp, but instead he like hits the swamp and then like starts like tripping over, like getting like stuck in the mud and stuff.
After seeing all the different like methods of trying to fight the wolves off, do I think that I could get away with casting Wall of Force at the very edge of the darkness? So like they can't see that people are being stopped, but there just is going to be like a huge pile up.
Yeah, maybe. You're not sure. You do know that there are some beings who can see through magical darkness. They have what's called true sight.
That's true.
So there's a chance that some people would notice.
I think I'm gonna Qui-Gon Jinn this one and just trust Annie to win the pod race.
Nice. Do it. Dude, I just watched that movie like 2 days ago with my kids.
Dude, I did too for the 25th anniversary. It was pretty fun. Or the 20th anniversary.
This is death race.
This is death race. Okay, this rider comes out next to you. And here come the wolves.
Okay, could I cast sleep in the darkness?
As this one goes in?
Mm-hmm. It would be like a 20.
Yep.
So I rolled 71 health points.
That's awesome.
I don't know if that's enough to put any of them to sleep.
Yeah, it is. It will put 2 of them to sleep, actually.
Yes!
It puts both of these wolves to sleep. As they go into the darkness, they just fall down sleeping. Okay, it's back to you, David.
Oh, come on, David.
Okay, so, which rider is in the water right now? Is it the guy who's been...
It is the one who's been really good. Yeah, who's been in the lead the whole time that you tried to lasso. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try to cast... I'm going to pull out my wand and I'm going to try to freeze the water on that guy. And then go past it.
Oh, man.
Okay, great. Make an animal handling roll first. As you go riding towards it.
Okay. 10.
You get to here. You cast like you freeze the swamp around this guy. The crowd like cheers in approval as your horse starts to gallop across like the top of the ice, and this guy's like, we're gonna see if his horse can pull his way out of the ice. They cannot. The horse is like definitely like mired. Yes. But you see that he like whips out like a chain essentially, and goes like and like swings it at like ankle level because he's like down on the ground at your horse. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Please. 24.
Let's go.
24.
Oh, yes.
Elenos leaps over the chain.
Oh, so epic.
199 laps.
Is, like, riding behind you.
And it all comes down to this. Oh, dude.
Okay, the wolves are on their way though. Although the sleep was very effective.
Yes, that is incredible, by the way.
Sleep was mad clutch,
The darkness
Justin.
was perfect. I was like, there's no way I'll be able to use this. And it's like, oh.
One of them actually does wake up because they just get run into.
That's fair.
But they can't move very far this turn. Okay, it's back to you, David.
Okay, I'm gonna try to I'm gonna cast ice on the next couple places I go if I can make it.
Yes, this will just be it's just one charge per section, so this would be like you'd only have to use it like 2 more times to get through.
And I'm gonna
give me another animal handling as you
I got
go.
a 12.
Can I add
Okay,
a
nice.
D4 to that?
Sure. What does it come to?
16.
Oh, let's go.
You rolled a 4?
I rolled a 4. Yeah, I rolled a 4. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, it does help immensely. You move 3 spaces instead of 2.
Come on.
As Gil goes galloping towards the finish line. This is all ice. The guy behind you is still stuck, is like still mired in the ice. The guy who's been like the leading champion the whole time. This rider is kind of like happily taking advantage of the ice that you've left behind, and is riding behind you. Although the ice is like cracking and splintering like as they go. Yeah, a direwolf just like smashes into this guy
think
who's
about
like
that.
trapped in the ice.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, has Gil killed somebody before? Because now they've like kind of killed somebody.
I mean, not in a life or death situation, you know, like.
Okay, it's your turn, David. Make it.
Oh my gosh.
Are you just riding for broke?
Yeah, going for broke.
Okay, give me another animal handling roll.
Come on, baby. 16.
Nice.
Yes.
And
Let's
Gil
go.
surges across the finish line. In fact, this rider, the ice breaks, and this rider like kind of like stumbles through to here.
Oh my word.
As the wolves go, as soon as you like go past, well, actually not quite yet, but as soon as I don't think this guy's not going to get caught this turn, so I do think they make it. Oh, actually, they only roll a 1 on the next one.
Not only
This person
is Gil
actually
the
gets
winner,
caught by a wolf.
the only survivor.
Okay, they beat them off with an axe. This is
Okay,
the axe guy from
okay.
before.
They run
And,
on foot across the
And they make it
finish
through.
line.
As soon as the last rider is through here, you hear like a sound, and another wall of force is just like cast over the start finish line. As these wolves do kind of like smash their way up against it, and they're like roaring and like barking and stuff. Yeah, there's like so much cheering. People are like pretty enthused.
Gil.
Yeah,
Gil.
it's very exciting.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we're gonna have to end here today for time, but you can see that like Ginter is like standing up, and like there's like a ramp like coming down here, and there's like people surging out to like come and like grab you and stuff. And it seems like there's definitely gonna be some prizes and some adulation coming your way.
Let's go,
Yeah,
dude.
that's so cool. Way to go.
Ozimo's been maintaining their composure this whole time. I like jump out of my seat, and I'm like fire bolts into the air out of like excitement. I'm like, let's go,
Nice.
Gil, dude. Yeah, I'm stoked.
Yeah.
Dude, that was
And
great.
ideally, nobody will know that I did anything. Like, I don't even want Gil to know that I bent luck.
Ooh.
Right, totally. Yeah, I think definitely with Ben Luck, there may be an investigation into the sleeping direwolf in the darkness.
Fair enough.
Incredible. That's so sweet, dude. That
Amazing.
was crazy.
Dude, well done, David, man. You rolled really well.
You did roll very well. I did not, like, when I went into this, I was like, do I have to give like David any kind of advantage in this? And then I was like, no, we should just play it straight and like see how it goes. And it really was like there was the riders were basically as good as you, and so there was no real guarantee that you were going to get ahead of the pack in any significant way.
Well, dude, and also
if you'd rolled more ones, it would have been a lot different.
That was the darkness was scary because I couldn't bend luck if I can't see you, and so I was like couldn't help you while you were in the darkness. It's like
All right, I gotta
That's amazing.
But thank you guys.
Thank
I
you,
gotta
Ian.
go as well.
That was awesome.
Thank you as well. We'll message about next session. See you guys.